Greetings all cyberstalkers and internet trash. I hope everyone is doing well. So today, I'm going to be taking a look at a video that was posted recently on a more popular channel. But before the video starts, allow me to give a brief synopsis. The video you are about to witness features a furry dressed as a Tumblr blogger making love to baby penguins before a polar bear tears them all apart. So if you find furries and Tumblr blogging triggering, please be sure to leave a comment telling me how retarded I am. Also, before the video starts, I would just like to give a special thanks to all of my sponsors in Tumblr Triggerland for sponsoring this video. Long live fucking Tumblr.
You know what pisses me off? What, Rachel? Sexist toys.
Well, right out of the gate, I have to make a comment about the tone of the video. First of all, calm the fuck down, lady. You are making yourself out to be an emotionally unstable and somewhat aggressive person right from the beginning of the video. I mean, would anyone in their right mind just walk up to someone and begin fucking shouting at them? Also, I like the way you start your video with a whiplash. Like you'd been sitting there powering up and reaching level 9000 to begin. Good shit.
Now I know what you're thinking. Another feminist who's just complaining about how hard it is to have a vagina. No, you sexist prick! I'm complaining about the gender stereotypes in toys, and it freaking pisses me off. Also, I'm not a feminist. I'm a human being that believes in equality. There's either that or there's sexist people. You can't say you're not a feminist and then say you're also not sexist. That's not a thing!
You heard it here first, guys. If you're not a feminist, you're a fucking scummy sexist shithead. Never mind the fact that you and I might actually be regular people that just don't ascribe to a particular worldview while still maintaining equality. No, if you don't label yourself as a feminist, then you may as well be fucking Hitler himself.
Vor uns liegt Deutschland, in uns marschiert Deutschland und hinter uns kommt Deutschland.
I don't know if anyone has ever told this special little snowflake this, but calling someone evil without first considering their point of view in detail, just because they don't ascribe to your agenda, is pretty fucking scummy. In most cases I have witnessed, the people that choose not to embrace feminism have reasons for this outside of your feminazi worldview, but trying to explain that would be like trying to reason with a stump.
Now this video was sparked not by seeing a boy toy, but by seeing a toy that said for girls only. And that freaking pissed me off. You know what that toy was? A selfie kit. How is that a toy for girls only? Are you kidding me?
I'm not sure how you concluded that because a toy mobile phone device is labeled as for girls only, that this means that this is a sexist act on behalf of the company who provided this toy. There are countless reasons as to why they may have placed this phrase on the box, one of which could be that they may have seen an increase in sales with this type of exclusiveness, making little girls feel special and unique, much like when girls and boys build their gender-specific zones like a treehouse. It also could be because more girls seem to simply enjoy those toys. But insinuating this enjoyment and behavior of little boys and girls is somehow immoral, well, that's just fucking psychotic. This is an everyday part of a child's development in noticing differences between themselves and the opposite sex, and it is very normal for marketing experts to catch on to the trends and run with them. Ignoring this just demonstrates how fucking ignorant and warped you really are. Plus, it's not like a parent couldn't walk in and buy that toy for their son if they wished. There is no one stopping any parent from doing this.
Clean, and they're not supposed to cook. All they're supposed to do is play with cars, play with guns, play with Legos, which I'm extremely jealous of. Don't worry, Nerf guns are also for girls now too. It's not just boys who get to play with them, girls get to play with them because they made pink ones. All the sexism solved, guys, because they made it pink.
So let me get this straight. So even when companies try to be more inclusive and eliminate stereotypes like guns being only for boys, they are still sexist because they simply made the gun pink? Right. Again, there is no one stopping you from going into a store and buying a blue Nerf gun. This whole sexist conspiracy thing you're insinuating really makes you come across as a psychotic crackhead.
Go to the toy section, and then it says, what's your gender of the toy you're looking for? What? I'm looking for a toy! Whether someone has a penis or a vagina does not determine what toy they want to play with, or what color they like, or what job they're gonna have.
Lady, the reason these types of search engines exist is to provide convenience for people, not to further the cause of the evil patriarchy. But I noticed you steered clear of the age part of the search tool. Are you discriminating against people like this guy who believes he's 6 years old? You bigoted prick.
Then I started researching toys, and I was getting angry. First off, if you Google image search toys for girls, it is just a disgusting display of pink. And then if you search toys for boys, you get a lot of different colors, but mainly black, but not a pink in sight. Why is it that girls have to like pink and boys have to like blue?
It seems as though this woman does not understand or chooses to ignore the reality that marketing practices are developed through countless reams of analytics and research. And the reason various toys are labeled boy or girl has nothing to do with sexism, and probably has to do with certain biological factors present within boys and girls, alongside marketing strategies. While we may all agree that the social construct of the colors blue and pink being gender specific are just a socially determined norm, the biological differences which instigate these socially determined norms are not socially constructed and are instead biological, which means that the patterns developed in society between how the genders are to be socialized are grounded in biological factors. But putting all of this aside for a moment, even if none of this were relevant, why does all of this matter so much? If certain companies sell certain gender-specific toys, and if certain parents choose to buy these products for their sons and daughters because they want to socialize their children that way, who the fuck are you to tell them differently? Why isn't it enough to mind your own business, have your own children, and raise them however the fuck you want to? If you want to raise your children as a non-binary Tumblr letter Z, then there are plenty of non-gender toys that society has created for your convenience. So please, fuck off, and stop trying to tell the rest of us how to live and raise our children.
Why do they have to make one pink and one black? Why do they have to have different coloring books at all? It's pictures that you take a pen or a pencil or a crayon to and scrabble.
Whoa, calm the fuck down, lady. Why do you have to yell with the most annoying voice I've ever heard in my life?
So for teaching everyone how to do all of the skills of life. Cooking, cleaning. Okay, I'm not very good at cooking, but whatever. Laundry, making sure your car is running properly. How to hammer something, how to screw something, how to hang something up.
Oh, I'm sure you would be able to teach others how to screw something real well.
In this world, we're raising kids to be sexist, whether you realize it or not. I'm gonna pause right here. If you're disagreeing with me right now, that's because you've been taught that this is normal, that this is what you like. My parents raised us in a very different manner, and is what you like is what you like. I played with G.I. Joes, skateboards, Hot Wheels, and because my parents raised me that way, I can see the world and realize that it's so messed up.
It's pretty fucking low of you to call good, loving parents who work hard each and every day to provide for their children's clothing, food, education, etc., that they are evil for choosing to raise their children in a certain harmless direction. I do wonder where you get off calling these parents who would die for their children evil for simply embracing certain social patterns. And do you really believe that the world is so messed up simply because a few toys are sold with a certain amount of harmless social trending? Sure, let's just ignore all of the real sexist issues in the world, like how women are treated in parts of the Middle East, or how in certain places in the world women are treated worse than animals.
This isn't about how women get paid less than men, how men catcall women, how women are still these sexual objects, how women get body shamed more than men, how a girl can put up a picture half naked and she gets called a slut, and then a guy puts a picture up half naked and everyone's like, oh my god, I'm wet. I'm saying this video's not about that, but those are still problems.
And here it is, folks. The full-blown feminazi that lives within, continuing to propagate lies through victim mentality. But isn't it ironic that on one hand, she is arguing for a somewhat genderless society, where the difference between boys and girls is no longer recognized, and, on the other, she maintains that females are victims, simply because of their gender. So, which one is it, lady?
Guys, thank you so much for watching, but remember, above all else, stay awesome, possums.
Well guys, I'm glad this video is over, but before I leave, I would just like to say that I'm offended that she would call me a possum. I mean, how fucking dare you insinuate that I'm that type of species, you bigoted speciesist? From now on, you can refer to me as a fucking squirtle, bitch.
Stay awesome, possum.